guys, welcome back to Haley B TV, and today's video is going to be about my college roommate horror story. So let's get right into the video. So starting out, let's just get the background. Okay, so I transferred to the university as a junior and my roommate transferred as a freshman. Now mind you, I am 19, so that's typically the age of either a freshman or a sophomore, so I pretty much hung out with my age group. So we were both new to the school and just trying to get our feel, get our schedules correct, and you know, she was a student athlete, so she had to work out like all the time. And so starting out, what we did to get to know each other, we would go eat together. Now I would, you know, we would kind of be like, are you hungry? Blah, blah, blah. And we would go to the caf. So when we got to the caf, I'm just telling you this so you can remember it for later on. So when we got to the caf, you know, I would ask her, you know, where you want to sit. And she would go put her stuff down and I wouldn't. And so once I got my food or whatever, I would sit down. And then if I needed a refill on my drink, I would take, you know, my book bag and my purse to go get a refill of my drink. And she would always be like, why do you always take your stuff? Why do you always take your stuff with you everywhere? I mean, you're just going to get a drink. And I was like, well, had a bad experience where someone actually stole my book once it was left on a table. So I don't leave my stuff anywhere. And she was like, oh, I mean, you're just going to get something to drink. And I was like, yeah, I know. And I was just going to talk to a friend the last time and my book got sold. So, you know, I told her that and she kind of left it alone. So just keep that little jewel in the back of your head. So as we progress through the school year, I'm a mass communications major and I was working in a multimedia storytelling class, and I needed a person to kind of record on camera, and she was willing to help me out. And so I was really grateful for that because, you know, I'm at a school, I don't know anybody, I'm kind of shy. I'm not really shy, but like I'm not shy once you get to know me, but I'm not just the type of person who has like, I'm just bubbly and go out and talk to everybody, okay? So she helped me out with that, and you know, when we would see each other, you know, we would speak, you know, in the hallway or whatever. So I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden things just switched. And we just stopped speaking to each other. Like, we were having a good time. Like, one day I can remember we had our door open. We never have our door open. We had the music blasting. We were just in there chilling and dancing or whatever. And then, you know, a couple of weeks later, like, everything changed. And I'm trying to remember if anything, like, set us off going downhill. One thing that used to piss me off was she would never go get tissue for the bathroom. Like, there is free tissue. It might not have been good quality bathroom tissue, like Quilted Northern or something, but it was bathroom tissue that we needed in our toilet, for our toilet. And she would never go do anything. Oh, okay. So I remember now. Okay, so when I went to school, y'all saw my original dorm room haul, I bought a trash can. So I had my trash can in my room, and then we had a big trash can that we shared, okay? So here's where things started to get like a little friction built up in there. So I would take the trash out one week, and like, I noticed myself, you know, I was taking out the trash, my trash can, our trash can in our room, and the bathroom trash can. So my mom was just like, well, you don't know if they'll do anything if you're doing it all. So I stopped taking out the bathroom trash can and our group trash can. So one week I noticed that, you know, the trash was still in the room and it was full. And I was like, you know, what's up with this? And so I didn't say anything to her about it. I just let the trash can sit there and get full. And then eventually she took it out. And so I guess she caught on that, you know, every week somebody is taking out the trash. One week I do it, the next week you do it, and you put your own trash bag in there that you bought, and I put my own trash bag in there that I bought, and then, you know, take the trash out or whatever. So that got calmed down. And I also noticed that she never got bathroom tissue for us. I live in a suite style dorm, so there was like another girl on the other side of us, well, two girls, and then the bathroom in between me and my roommate. So we all noticed that she wasn't contributing to going downstairs and getting tissue. That's all you had to do was walk down the stairs and get tissue. And so like she never did that. So I stopped going to get tissue. And one day I saw her bring up some tissue and I was like, wow, you know how to ask for tissue. Oh. So anyways, then, you know, at that point in our relationship, we weren't talking to each other at all. I didn't like being in the room with her. When I would go in my room and I would see she was in there, I would kind of like just get my stuff and head back out, because I just didn't want to be around her. And so, trying to think before I tell y'all the kicker, is there anything else that happened? Okay, so, you know, we got all that tension and animosity, not speaking to each other, you know, not talking to each other in public no more, you know, all that happened. And so then we had this thing for like our basketball team. It was like the beginning of the basketball season or whatever, and we had like a little pep rally or something or whatever. And so I asked her, I was like, hey, are you gonna go to the pep rally or whatever? She was like, nah, I'm gonna stay in. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I knew they were gonna be giving away free t-shirts, so I was like, well, I don't really want to have this wristlet and all this stuff, you know, on me, like a purse or anything. So I'm gonna just put the necessities in my jacket. So I didn't tell her any of this. So I was in there getting my jacket, and I had took my wallet out. Did I take my? Yeah, I took my like money and card in my. I took my ID card. I think my bank card and stuff was locked up, so she didn't get into that. But I had a Starbucks gift card and a Subway gift card in my wristlet, and I had left that in the wristlet, and just took my ID card and some lip gloss and my room key in my jacket pocket. So I got to the little event, it was lit or whatever, didn't get my free t-shirt, but that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. So I go back in my room, and you know, I didn't think nothing of it or whatever, so I put everything back in my wristlet or whatever. And I remember not seeing the Subway card in my wristlet. And so it didn't like register to me that it was there before I left. And so I just kind of like, it went to the back of my mind. So actually that I had went home that weekend, and I was like, a lady, my boss from my job had actually given me that Subway card, and I was gonna tell my mom, I was like, hey, Miss So-and-so gave me this Subway card. And so when I was at home digging for it, I was like, where's my Subway card? And then come to think about it, you know, where's my Starbucks card? Y'all, she had stole both my Subway, my $15 Subway card, and my Starbucks card. Now, mind you, my Starbucks card only had like $1 on it. So how I know she did it is because, first of all, you know, I left it in the room, in the wristlet, on my table, okay? And second of all, when I was here at home, I checked on my phone. I was like, let me see if she used the Starbucks card. And the day after I left, don't you know she went to Starbucks and used that dollar? I had a transaction on my Starbucks app that said, you know, used $1 at the blah 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 Starbucks. And I was like, wow. That was the kicker for me. After that, I didn't say jack to her because I'm like, you have the audacity to go through my stuff, and I don't mess with you. Haven't been talking to you. Haven't, you know, done anything to disrupt your life, and you gonna go through my stuff? What? And so me and my mom, we were like heated. And so like it was so funny because we had what we did at home, we created this little wallet with all these used up gift cards on it, and we had wrote, you know, haha, caught you, you know, on the gift cards in case. And what I did was, when I got back to school with that wallet, I just left the wallet sitting on my desk in case, you know, she you know, went through it, to let her know that I know she stole my Starbucks card and my Subway card. Because I'm just like, you're childish. I mean, what? I don't understand. Like, so that's another tip. Like, y'all, if you have a lockbox in your room, if you don't, you need to get a lockbox for your room, because you don't know who you rooming with. So I strongly advise y'all to keep everything locked up, okay? Or it will become missing. So fast forward, you know, we're not speaking now. So one day, y'all, I walk in my room, and this mug up in there using my hot water heater. My hot water heater looks kind of like a Keurig or whatever. You just pour water in it and cut it on, and it heats up the water so you can make tea. I go in there, y'all, and she is using my hot water heater to make ramen noodles, okay? Now, mind you, she did not ask me, okay? She didn't ask me anything. And second, she has a whole Keurig over there that's not in use right now. I'm like, so when I saw it, I immediately had to exit the room, because I was this close to about going off, y'all. This close. Cause I'm like, okay, you didn't ask to use it, and then you got a Keurig over there that's better than my hot water heater? What? I don't understand. So I go out the room, y'all. I'm like heated. I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, you better get her. She in here using my little hot water heater. She got a whole Keurig over there. Like, she was like, well, you need to go address this right now. You need to go and keep me on the phone. Just sit the phone on the bed while you talking to her. Don't put me on speakerphone or nothing. Just go in there and tell her the problem. And so, y'all, I go in there and I said, so-and-so, we need to talk. She was like, okay. And she was looking all scared or whatever. And I was like, so why are you using my hot water heater? And she was like, oh, well, and I was like, why are you using my hot water heater? You got a whole Keurig over there. And she was like, well, yours is faster. And I was like, but you have a Keurig over there and you didn't even ask me to use it. And she was like, oh, well, I thought when we signed our contract at the beginning of the year that we could use each other's stuff. And I said, oh, well, you must not have read what I agreed to on my side of the contract, because for that part I put no. And she was like, oh, so what do you, like, the next time I need to heat up my noodles, like, what you want me to do? I was like, I want you to use your Keurig and not my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. I'm not over here messing with your stuff. I'm not over here messing with your bagels and stuff. So just leave it alone. Like, don't touch my stuff. And she was like, okay. And so I had scared her, y'all. I was like, where's so-and-so, the RA? I said the RA's name. And she was like, I don't know. And like her face, y'all, was so red. Like it was, she thought I was gonna like tell him what she had done or whatever, but I was just trying to fix the air conditioner, see what was going on with the air conditioner. But anyway, so that happened, and I was like on 10 for the rest of the time. Like I was just on 10. And so now we're at the point of halfway, we're at the end of the December, which means the first semester is over, okay? So they email us and tell us that the more fancier dorms have some open spots, and that if we wanted to, we could move into those, but you would, you know, have to pay the extra price. So she didn't tell me anything, and I didn't really care or whatever, but I found out that she was going to move out to that place. And so on the inside, I'm like, yes, she getting up out of here. She's getting up out of here. And so, you know, she has her little friends, you know, helping her move it out or whatever. And so, y'all, in the refrigerator, this is another thing that ticked me off. In the refrigerator, she had brought with her a Ninja blender or whatever. And so she had made a green smoothie one day. And I don't know if this top wasn't screwed on well or what, but there was a green smoothie on the bottom of the refrigerator. Okay? So I was like, you know, hopefully, you know, she'll get her green smoothie out and wash the bowl and clean the refrigerator. So, you know, I see more and more of her stuff leaving, and on the last day, you know, that, you know, she was actually going to move into that dorm or whatever, I noticed that the green smoothie was still at the bottom of the refrigerator, but her Ninja cup was gone. So once again, I had to step to, I said, is that your smoothie at the bottom of the refrigerator? She was like, oh no, I don't know where that came from, but it's not mine. I just told her, okay, but in my head, y'all, I was like, is she really lying to my face right now? She know good and well that green smoothie she had in the refrigerator spilled, and she left a mess. I said, okay, she leaving today. She leaving today. I don't have to deal with her no more. So I was like, okay. So, you know, at that point, I was just like, okay, I'm going to have to clean that up. It's whatever. She gone now. So, as, you know, she's completely out of our dorm right now. So, she's completely gone. She's not coming back. So, homegirl had left a bunch of plates and water bottles. She left a Victoria's Secret water bottle in there. You know your girl kept it. But anyways, I sterilized it, of course. But anyways, next point. So I brought, I know y'all seen in my last dorm haul, I brought some Tupperware bowls in case I saw something in the calf I wanted to bring back up to my room. So I went through my drawer and I was looking for those Tupperwares, and I found them, but it was missing one. And I was like, I haven't used these all semester. Where's my thing? And so I look in the refrigerator thinking, oh, I must have used it and didn't, just totally forgot about it. Y'all, I look in the back of the refrigerator, y'all. She had her stinking tuna and jalapenos in my bowl, y'all. I can't. Why you put your tuna? Got my bowl stinking. Oh. So I threw the bowl away. And I was like, you know what, she's, you know, I got over it. I was talking to my RA the whole time. I was like, you know, she did this and this, you know, used my Tupperware without even asking me, used my, I'll just call it a Keurig, but it's the hot water heater. She used that without my permission or whatever. And he was like, just, man, that's messed up. Where's she gone now? And I was like, yeah, you're right. So close to the end of semester, I'm living by myself, you know, living my best life, okay? Ain't nobody in there. I ain't gotta be bothered with no roommate, you know, just living my best life. And so the end of the semester is creeping upon us, and my mom was like, you know, you need to start bringing some of your stuff home. You know, get a box and start putting some stuff in there. So y'all, I'm cleaning out my little hair drawer where I keep my, you know, sheen spray, my hair brushes, my hair bows and stuff. And y'all, this what took the cake right here. I took out my brand new, well, not brand new, I didn't use it often, but it was a newer brush, and it had metal tips. Y'all, the brush cost me like $10. And I pulled that brush out, y'all, and homegirl to use the brush. Her hair was in my brush, and I'm like, what in the world? And she was a Caucasian female, you know. And I'm like, why are you using my hairbrush? There was white people hair in my hairbrush, y'all. And I was like, no. And I had always wondered why when I was in the shower, you know, I would hear all this noise and stuff. She was in there using my hairbrush. I mean, I was just like... And I think she was, I don't know for sure, but I think she was using my flat iron spray too. I'm like, this brush was in the back of my drawer. So you rummaged through my drawer, got my hairbrush, and used it on your head. Y'all, I was heated. I called my RA again. I said, man, you better get her. You better get her. She done used my hairbrush, man. I don't know what to do. You better get them. So, you know, after this whole experience, y'all, I'm just gonna lock everything up. I got to lock my hairbrush up. How? I mean, I don't understand why you would use somebody else's hairbrush. Please inform me in the comments why you would use somebody's hairbrush when you have a hairbrush over there. I don't understand. Who told you that you could go through my stuff and use my hairbrush? That's what I want to know. Please tell me in the comments who told her, because it sure wasn't me. And you know, so my biggest tip for you incoming freshmen, incoming transfer students, post-traditional students, and you living on the dorms on campus, lock your stuff up. Lock everything up. You got the lock. They climbing in your windows, snatching your people up, snatching your hairbrushes up, snatching your Tupperware up. You better hide them in the lockbox, because if you don't, they're gonna get used. Because apparently people think, you know, you can just use their hairbrush, other people's hairbrush. Like, that is disgusting. Disgusting. Why are you doing that? So, I just want to tell y'all, once again, lock your stuff up. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and comment under this video. Like it. Give it a thumbs up, y'all. Trying to do more videos and stuff on my channel, so peace out.